Good morning, family. It's tea time with Pastor T, and it's Monday morning. And this morning, I want to remind you how important it is to put God first, even when you're not sure. Taking the limits off of God, even when you're not sure. And to do that, I love the story of the widow of Zarephath and what God is asking of her in this story, her response, and then the result at the end of the story. So I want to start with 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 12. And it reads, it says, "But she said, I swear by the Lord your God that I don't have a single piece of bread in my house, and I have only a handful of flour in the jar and a little cooking oil in the bottom of the jug. I was just gathering a few sticks to cook the last meal, then my son and I will die." And verse 13 is a great verse. It says, "But Elijah said to her, don't be afraid." I have a feeling that God is saying that to some of you out there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and do just what you've said, but make a little bread for me first. Then use what is left over to prepare a meal for yourself and your son. So in essence, she was saying, God was telling the widow of Zarephath, put me first, and I will make sure that you have everything you need. And she did exactly that. And when we go down to verse 15, the word of God says, "So she did as Elijah said, and she and Elijah and her son continued to eat for many days." See, if you have the courage to step out in faith and do what God is asking you to do, God is going to make sure that every need you have is taken care of. All your needs will be supplied if you put God first. I hope this is a word of encouragement for you this morning. I know that sometimes serving the Lord requires a little more than we think we can do, but I know that if you put God first and you test God in that way, He will prove Himself to you. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you tomorrow.